Opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 24. Check 24.
Topper. Hey, let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Come on,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Little trouble thus far in their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 31, check 31.
5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Push him back.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Get ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Here's Murray from midfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
He's coming, double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. First down, Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch your legs. Shoot. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
56 is the money.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's second and 8. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, my 7.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf, 92 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check safety, check safety.
5.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, you don't want to see it. You don't want it.
A final shot before half from Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the safety creep. Check 50. Check 50.
Greystone travel. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, foxtrot. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Murray now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Check. Check out route. Check. Lucky.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to float this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 24.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 15. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the gun on third down, Murray. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. What?
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. On first and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. To throw is Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First down, Washington.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's
Second and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get in the right room. Check. Check. Crunch. Look at me. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Time to go, night. Hey, let it roll. Rest.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first